season tonight. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Titans taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Titans offense will get the first possession of the game. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Wants to throw. It's Beebe. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them, man. You can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Titans with the 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Titans are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Titans. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself in for 6.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Florida Gators offense has the ball for the first time. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds.
Running free. He's at the touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Dropping back, it's Beebe. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Titans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Titans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it...
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, the Swamp. where they say only Gators get out alive. And that seems to be even more true if it's under the lights. And that's where Florida is for this opener at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium as Florida will christen a new season tonight. And the Gators will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Titans offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
To the air, it's Beebe. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Titans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground from the offense. So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the distance.
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Got it in the middle. It's Smallwood. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Titans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Smallwood. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
First down for the offense.
The Titans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in the out route.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Titans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Beebe. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Titans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dropping back, it's Beebe. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
This defense trying to stand tall on fourth and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. That's got it. Touchdown Titans. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Across the 25, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
On play action on first down. Touchdown, Florida! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, going to get a turnover, and the offense fails it.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Titans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. And the It's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. Offense in an empty set. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touch! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Little touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on! Past the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Titans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Florida. How about this defense taking one back to the house? But a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass. It's Beebe. Oh, they're after him. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Titans will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to pass. It's Beebe. Lines us back in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Titans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fears the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They get to him as he throws.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Crosses the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll leave it with him. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finds his man down the middle. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Titans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Timeout, Titans.
Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
It's complete. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Titans want to move quickly. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
On the play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to kick it away.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Wants to pass it. And they scoop it up in the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. It prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Beebe. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. Brings it to the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Rolls it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The inside handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Titans will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a match.
There he goes. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Beebe. Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Titans decide to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Gators headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first.
Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Beebe. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Titans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Titans will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what...
Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, they were able to come out here in week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to Texas. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 for the offense. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. Finds his man, it's Haynes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's key. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cousins. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Titans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Keith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's open on the right, and they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
16.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He's got his man, makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Titans send out the punt unit. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still
looking deep. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Royals, 16.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Hall. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no 3-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? Let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone. And